Hello, it's Ashley Pink, otherwise known as Ashley, and here is what I'm going to do for the week of April 12th through to the 18th. So I'm going to use a kit by Murdock Talks. This was going to go on my MakseLife, but then I noticed that this one has the work headers. I bought a couple of her kits, and I knew she did a format, and one of them has 6 work things like that, and I absolutely love them. So I've decided to use it for this. See, the problem is that the album that I use for my kits for my my Plum paper planner don't fit kits like these, which is why I'm going to do in my next declutter. I'm going to get new albums for a new album for that. My last declutter, I did a reorganization, and I did get new albums for my character stickers and I reorganized my icons, and I do have a new one, but my first 2 that I've ever used are getting old, and I am getting bigger kits like this. So this is what it is. This is the Foodie kit. So this is the full boxes. And this has some boxes, icons, checklists, more icons, the date dots, what's it? One of these, habit tracker, more boxes, another full box, another stuff there. The glitter headers, see, there's so much stuff with this. I used a Murdock Talk kit in this one in my MakseLife last week. Saving these and putting them in a reusable album so that I could like pull it in to other kits, because there's so much stuff. Look, there's like so much. So yeah, I'm gonna have this one, these 2, and I am gonna get started. Okay, so this is my my plan for the week. For PR, I do have a plan. The problem is that like I make these and I don't actually come up with what I'm gonna post. So I'm gonna tonight or tomorrow figure out exactly what I'm gonna post. I have some ideas, but so videos each day, purple Plum planners, easy sticker books, Scholarista. So I end up with, oh my gosh, I just wrote that. This is getting stuck on the stickers. Stop it. Thank you. So my overall goal for social media this week is to schedule videos and to plan my PR posts. So I have this for PR, this for movie, because me and my mom like to go to movies, and then these to like mark in what my actual workout was. Like, so I have a couple different spots. So Monday, coffee work. Oh, I forgot to mark in my IEP. I don't necessarily have to mark her in, but it's just a way for me to use in my IEP stickers. Where are they? This is just a way for me to use these up. When I got these stickers, when I got a bunch of these IEP stickers, it was back when I had children in my group that frequently needed IEP meetings. And now I just want to use them up, because if I buy stickers, I want to use them. So she comes in today. on Thursday. I also, in my MakseLife, I marked in cleaning because I've noticed that I am doing my weekly cleaning, but I end up doing all of it Saturday, Sunday, like on one of the days, and it's just exhausting me. So I'm trying to like maybe try to do a little bit each day. That's why my initial plan when I moved out, and I just ended up not doing it. Working out, because I've been actually doing that. I have a therapy appointment on Wednesday, and Thursday I have a foot care appointment. I'm also marked in, I have a video coming, one of my videos come out. And I did put in Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for working out days. I don't think I'm gonna end up working out at home because I have a foot care appointment. And the whole point of my feet needing foot care is because I'm on them all day and I'm having really bad high histamine and hurting days. So I need foot care. But yes, so then on Friday, I want to put out my teacher organizing video. I filmed it like 3 months ago when I organized all my teacher supplies. They were just on the floor of my closet, and I had a bunch of drawers for them that I just wasn't using. So I organized that. I just want to put that out. And then Saturday, I wanted to do like more filming and groceries. Sunday, definitely meal plan, and then do some of the cleaning for like monthly cleaning. My parents, when they came over, when did they come over to help me clean? Family time this day. So not last week, so last week for me, because I'm filming this on the 11th. Mom and Dad came over to drop me off a coffee and to fix, I think, my shower drain, to help me declog it, and they helped me with a bunch of stuff, cleaning-wise, that I was in the middle of doing. And my dad gave me the advice, like, because he knows that there's a couple things that I do monthly, to like all the deep cleaning stuff that I would do monthly, like clean out my cupboards, move my furniture, like that kind of dusting stuff. To do that, but do like, you know, this Sunday do this, a couple things here, and this Sunday do a couple things there. Like, don't just try to like do it all at once on one day, which never occurred to me. I touched on this in other places, but like I said, I have obsessive compulsive disorder. My mom has a severe OCD tendencies, and all of her OCD tendencies and compulsions in regards to cleaning, she likes things a very, very certain way. So when I'm at home, I don't clean. Not because I don't know how. And when I was, during my quarantine area, so from let me get my other planner. Oh, my rain planner. Here it is. So from June to July, so for example, July was one of the last months. It's not here. I don't have one. I don't have it. This. So, my bullet journal. So let's just pop into May to see what my bullet journal looked like in May. I was walking my dog every day. I would sweep all the floors, mop all the floors, dust everything in my room, do all the trash. I would clean the kitchen at home. Like, I could do stuff, but then Mom would come and like clean it a little bit more because she had to have things a certain way and she had to see that she did them. But as a result, now that I'm on my own, I need to learn how to clean. And the funniest thing is that I find funny is that my brother knew more about cleaning the house than me. And I was calling my mom out on it. Like, were you so interested in not following gender stereotypes? Because that's a big thing for her. That you decided to not teach me to clean at all? And she's just like, Ashley, it has nothing to do with your gender and everything to do with your age. And then I remember my brother's 7.5 years older than me. It was a lot easier to get him to help out to start doing his own stuff when, you know, he's 12 and I'm 4. So But as I'm just, my brain works in weird ways. And right now my routine is to basically put everything off until I absolutely can't anymore. And I want to start my routine by adding stuff. If anybody out there also has obsessive compulsive disorder and they struggle with cleaning routines, can they let me know? This is only my second session with my therapist. Since I've been back to therapy, we're working overall on confirming diagnosis because my other therapist couldn't officially diagnose me. Also, it's been years since I've seen her. And it's funny because I've taken like all the the tests and done all the stuff. And she's just like, well, you definitely have OCD. I can tell you that. So I know I have it, at least. For years I was told I have it, but unless you see this doctor to go on meds, I can't give you an official diagnosis. So I don't know. And maybe I will be put on meds for my OCD. Maybe that'll help with my daily anxiety and intrusive thoughts. But right now I just want to focus on cleaning without obsessively taking everything out and putting everything out in my apartment and going into full OCD panic attack mode. So if anybody out there has OCD tendencies, and they're working on that, let me know so I can help me with my misery. Anyway, I'll see you at the end of the week. For you, it'll probably just be a second to let you know how this went. You know, the whole point of me having two separate things was for me to have my goals in a separate section. But one thing I'm finding is having two things, like this is helping me plan my life, and the other thing's helping me with my goals, which was again the point. But anyway, so I'm gonna pop this in here. Just gonna quickly check something. Yeah, so sorry. I was trying to look up Scholarista's name, but she doesn't have it publicly. She only has it in her email. So if Rebecca, Jess, or Scholarista, if you're watching this, know that I have a plan for my PR, because I know that I've been doing the minimum, and know that I have a plan and that my OCD routines are changing. So my brain is forgetting all my routines, but I have a plan and I know what I want to post. It's just getting to do it. My intrusive thoughts are telling me I'm being a bad PR girl, but if I was, you'd talk to me about it. So that's where I'm going with that. But I have a plan. If anybody out there doesn't see my PR posts every single day, feel free to call me out on it. Message me on Insta being like, hey, I saw your video. You're supposed to be having a ZZ Sticker Co. PR post today. Where is it? And I can tell you if it was on Instagram stories, her Facebook group, or Instagram, or if I completely forgot. This is going up the week after, so no one's gonna see this shit, but like, oh. Anyway, I'll see you at the end of the week. So welcome back. This is, here, I'll zoom you in. I totally forgot to fill this out as it was happening, so this is kind of messy. For some reason, I didn't post any planner PR on Thursday. I made a list of stuff I wanted to do. I've tried a couple different things for content, but I want to do more PR, and taking pictures for it and planning the posts really helps. Right now, I want to do more than I need to, but I also apply for more PR places. And there's one I recently had to turn down because I wasn't posting what I needed to for the current places. So I'm hoping that I feel like this way, the system I currently have, which is using, where is that thing? Right here. This to kind of have like an idea of what I want to post when for different days, and then using a note to post for the specifics really helps. And I'm posting this because when I first started PR, like nobody talks about that aspect. Like the fact that one, you have to post certain places and certain days, but two, like it's something else to plan. And I really enjoy doing it, but I'm gonna get really busy soon. I'm gonna have PR to do. I'm gonna have the planning stuff that I like to do. Like I like to do PR and I like to do planning. It's a creative outlet that kind of has all my creative things. I like writing, I like adding stickers, I like filming and showing it off. But I'm also a full-time teacher and I'm going back to school to get my degree while I'm full-time teaching. So that's an interesting thing. But yeah, so Monday I worked, cleaning, did some laundry. Tuesday did a self-workout, bed early. Wednesday, you know, had therapy. That took up most of my evening, and then eating and stuff. Forgot to mark it in on Friday, which is why I have this stuff out in case I forget. Use one of these, and then where are my icons? Sorry, I have this organized by stuff I'm throwing out, stuff I'm putting in my stuff, in my reusable planner. I need the computer. Did I use up the computer icon? I did, I think. So I'll use the phone icon. Friday, I had a practicum meeting. So here's the thing. Like I said, I'm going back to school. Part of that is I had to transfer the credits that I did have, and I have work placements I have to do. I can do that. My province supposedly had legislation go in for all things that are early childhood educator programs that have mandatory practicums. You have to have work placement. This specific degree program is for various ages of children, so because it's also youth, it can get away with not doing work placement. It's also the only place in my province where you can get a level 3. So you see my issue. I'm working around it. It's okay. I was put in the practicum because it had an open slot for how many like practicum students there were. I was put in this, but I wasn't given any of the information that they had given for the people that had already signed up for it 3 months ago. So there was a meeting on this day that I was told about as a reminder, 6:30, the night before. I work full time. I'm not a university student that can just be like, oh, I can work with my professor. I'm off this month. No, I work full time. So luckily someone could cover my class. I'm still pissed off about that. And the reason I'm upset is because I've been a distance student for years. I even returned back to this university. Since the pandemic, they're treating all distance students like they're campus students. Like people who are living on campus from their dorm and are just choosing to do distance learning because they can't do in person. Whereas before they assumed all distance students were either in the province, but out of county or out of province. And that worked out amazing. All the things were like already done. I wouldn't have to say, oh, I'm 2 hours away. I can't just drive up to Halifax. So, or say that, hey, I'm working full time, because all distance meetings used to be in the evening because it was assumed that the people getting the courses were working. And it's completely different. And I know it's not just this university. I have in the early childhood sector in Nova Scotia, there's a lot of people who start at daycare and then tried to get their education afterwards because it's a level-based system that's based your pay. And now that they want level 1, 2s, and 3s more, and they want like more level 2s and 3s, they're trying to have work placement so that work practicums and stuff like that. Practicums, programs, that's the word I'm thinking of, to help, you know, with all of this stuff. So right now there's a lot of people who are working in doing distance learning in the early childhood sector. So it's kind of annoying that the one place in Nova Scotia where you can get your level 3, will tell a lie. I believe Université St. Anne's, it's an all French university. You can get a level 3 through that too, but I don't know French. So for the people who are doing just French programs, you can get a level 3 through that. But MSVU is the one place, and it annoys me that they don't have that. And I know, I really doubt there's anybody watching this who's a head up at MSVU, especially in their child and youth degree program. But if there is, I know a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people. Like the last time I spoke about it to ECEs, I can easily think of like 19, 20 people off the top of my head who will be willing to get student loans and go through online to get their degree through MSVU. But the only thing stopping them is the fact that they can't take a month off at a time, 4 different times to get their practicum done. So if you were ever to modify your programming for work placement. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about and aren't in the ECE sector, it's about working on the floor is about ratio. So if you're in ratio, that means there can be more kids. So for example, my classroom, we can have maximum 16 kids, but ratio is 1:8. So for every one teacher, there can be 8 kids. So if I'm not in the room and somebody else who's in ratio, who can be counted towards the teacher part of the ratio. And students can't be counted towards the teacher part of the ratio. So even if these people were to go to their place of work, they couldn't be in ratio. And that also means that unless they can't get paid to be in the floor. So I'd like to, at least that's how it works in the early childhood sector. If you're doing a practicum, you're not getting paid, which is annoying. Let's keep going. Oh, I had a foot care appointment that had to be changed. It initially was for the 14th, and that would have worked. But then I remember that I had a therapy appointment from 5:30 to 6:30. So I had to rush home, and then I had to eat. By the time I was done eating and stuff, it was like by 6:30. By the time I was done eating, it was 7, and this appointment for foot care is for 7. So we rescheduled to the 15th, but then she realized she had to work the evening of the 15th as well. So we rescheduled for next week. And I put camping interest because, so the day before, there was 1 or 2 children that were talking about making a tent with their blankets. So we got 2 extra beds. We have an infant class set of infant cots to help them transition, but they're not using any of the infant cots, so they were just in the staff room. So we got 4 of those to like make little tents. So they weren't really working out that well. So my director for this day got us a real tent, and there was enough tallies in that like one day for it to bump up to our interest. Like to put it in perspective, bugs are also our interest. So we write down all their play experiences throughout the week. And there was 37 for bugs. And then of course there's always random ones, like 2 or 3 for hair, 2 or 3 for, what was the other one that was like 2 or 3 for? Robots, 8 for animals, and 10 for nature, and then almost 30 for camping. So they were really, really interested in it. So that was interesting. None of my videos went up this week. What I'm gonna do, it's Sunday as I'm filming this, which is why none of these are checked off, because I'm planning on filming all this and then cleaning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this teacher organized video up later, probably this week, and then I'm going to do a video that's probably going to go up today of flip through of the last 3 videos that I totally missed. Because I put a vote on a poll up on Instagram, and most of the answers were that 100% they wanted to see flip through instead of 3 separate plan with me videos, which is fair, and that's easier for me. But yeah, that is my week. in my, wrong way. I have my zoom back, can you tell? That was my week in my Plum paper planner. So if you like this video, please give a like, share, thumbs up, and I will see you later. Bye.